Who has the biggest dream in One Piece?
Biggest dream? Like hardest to accomplish, or like how do you?
It could be biggest impact. It could be hardest.
We don't know everybody's dreams though.
From the people we do know.
Okay.
Well,
Because I know mine.
the
I
only
wanted to see what you guys thought.
the one to me that would stand on top of everyone's would to me.
I think he's gonna say. I want to guess it before you say it.
No, don't guess it. What are you going to say?
If I'm right, I'm gonna be.
I was gonna say because that trumps all of them would be Rocks being king of the world.
King of the world?
Yeah, that would be because that's the highest position.
Oh.
So like the biggest dream, the highest position that would hold the most responsibility, that would impact literally the entire world was Rocks. He was trying to become the king of the world. So that means you're above the celestial dragons. You're above everything. You make the rules. You set the
just
precedent.
M.
Yeah, you're M.
Yeah.
So pretty much. So to me, that would be the biggest dream because literally your dream affects how the world is.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So pretty much because the world government, they're ruling, you know, and they shape the world how they wanted to see it. They pretty much just changed the three powers. It was the Yonko, the admirals, or the Marines, and the Shichibukai.
Yeah.
The world government decided, all right, or the Marines, together collectively decided we're getting rid of a world power or the Shichibukai. We're going to hold it. So now, if you think about it, if the Marines and the Yonko and the Shichibukai were the world powers, and then they replaced it, that means the most of the world power falls into what? The Marines or the world government, because they paste it with the I think the pacifistas or the new generation.
Whatever
they replace it.
SSG. Yeah.
Yeah. So now they hold the most of the world's power. The three regular powers, they hold most of it. So and the one who rules on top of it, as the rule of the world, stands on top of all of that. You shape of how you want to see the things. The world government wants to be the ones to dictate everything and cover up dictate everything and cover up secrets and all that stuff. So yeah, so I think that would be the biggest dream. The only person, no one really showed they want to dream that dream besides Rocks. Maybe Blackbeard wants that thing because he's doing a lot of things what Rocks is doing. I don't know.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
All right. That was good, Lawrence. What about you, Seb?
It's hard to say because I have like a couple different answers for a couple different reasons. When you first asked it, the first person that came to mind was Doflamingo because he had multiple dreams. One was to like be that king of the world, to stand on top where he's controlling everything, and to be immortal. Like, you know what I mean? Like he had that added, I don't want to ever die thing. I want eternal life.
Yeah.
Too. So that was like the first person. And then I was like, maybe it's just degree of difficulty for the dream. Like,
yeah.
And in that case, it would probably be like.
Well, you got to pick one person.
I got to pick one?
Yeah, you can't just be listing people. I asked you specifically who has the biggest dream, not how many people have the biggest dream.
Yeah, but mine was a dude with multiple dreams in one.
So you're picking Dofi.
I'm going to pick Dofi then.
Wait, who are you going to guess for me? What I was going to say?
Dragon.
Oh.
Yeah. Because I feel like overthrowing the world government is like the hardest thing you could do.
That's
so basically, you guys kind of agree. Whoever is the king of the world.
Yeah, kind of.
Not king of the pirates, but king of the world.
King of the world.
That would trump pirates, yeah.
That's the reason why I asked this question. Is because our main character happens to be wants to be king of the pirates because it means the most freedom to him. He necessarily doesn't want to conquer or rule over anything, which goes directly against what you guys are saying, which is I'm kind of surprised you guys picked who you picked. So, for me, I picked Sanji.
Really?
All blue?
Yeah.
What All Blue's going to be, I low-key agree with him, but like...
Yeah, so let me explain.
Yeah.
I think All Blue is going to be the biggest dream because it's going to destroy, if we assume the All Blue is going to crack the Grand Line and where Marie Joyce is at, if you crack that one piece, then that means all the oceans combine, which in turn means you have to destroy Marie Joyce. Right?
And the whole...
Marie Wa, however you say it.
Mary Jo?
Mary Joseph, whoever you say it, you know what I mean.
The Holy Land, bro.
The Holy Land. But that would then turn Luffy also making his dream possible. And it would obviously help with Dragon's revolutionary advances. right? So he would conquer over the Tenryubito. And then the Tenryubito will lose their power. The world government will then be in chaos because they don't have somebody above them.
But
So-
you're grouping his dream into the fulfillment of other people's dreams.
Well,
though.
he's inadvertently
Yeah.
helping other people achieve their dreams. Because ultimately, Sanji can't achieve his dream.
Unless he kicks really hard.
Unless he kicks really hard. He can't really achieve that dream because that dream is probably the most impossible dream to date. Because he would sort of have to become the king of the world in order to do so. And even now, M won't destroy that piece.
I disagree though, because technically, what if he found like Pluton or something and was able to destroy the Red Line that way? You wouldn't have to be king of the world to do that. Crocodile almost did that.
He'd still have to go through Marie Joyce.
But if he's just shooting it from like a safe distance and just
But he
destroying
would still
it,
have to destroy them.
yeah, I mean that it would destroy them in like it would happen. But he doesn't technically have to be there and he doesn't have to fight them to do it.
But he accomplishes
He
his
would
dream.
eventually.
What? Hold on though. You guys are making it seem like that All Blue has to be created. That is not a place already.
No one's been there.
But didn't they say that All Blue was a place where they all meet? Not that
There's-
you have to destroy.
They said
the
no
wall.
one's ever
due
been
to
there.
the calm belts and the Grand Line and the Red Line, you can't. It's impossible.
Like if you look at the One Piece map, it's physically impossible for all of the oceans to meet at one point
Yeah.
because of the Red Line. It's like it basically creates a giant X around the world,
Yeah.
dividing them into 4 different blues, and then there's the little ways that you can get into it from them, and then there's the calm belt that separates them even then. So there's like 3 different ways preventing South Blue fishes from seeing North Blue fish, and all the other fish, Grand Line fish, all of it. The only way to do it, this is why many people theorize it, and Larry's saying it, is like you'd have to destroy the Red Line that separates all these oceans to create the All Blue, and that's why no one's ever been there, no one's ever actually seen it. It's just a thing that people believe exists.
But what about like, for example, because this is also like in real life, but they showed it. They have it in One Piece. The underwater currents that would carry one part of the ocean
Even then.
to another part.
But it doesn't
It's
matter.
still separated by the Red Line. The Red Line goes that far down into the ground, like into the ocean. Like they can current up, they'll eventually hit one of those pockets of calm belt or like the wall where they like they're gonna get prevented at some point.
See, I get what you guys are saying. That makes sense. But I'm just saying, from what I read in the show, I've always thought that they were saying that the place exists, not that you have to create
Nah.
it.
It
Like,
doesn't-
No,
was
he's
that-
right. They never implied that it would. We're deducting that based off what
Yeah.
the map of One
Yeah.
Piece is. It exists to Sanji. He's gonna find it one day.
'Cause-
What's actually gonna happen is Luffy's gonna have to create it by probably destroying.
I can
the
see
Red
that
Line.
happening, because I think, what about, unless it was filler? Remember that part about the salt, that sea salt he found? It was like that
That
special
was from
sea salt.
All Blue?
That was from All. Was that
Yeah.
filler?
That was
That's
some
filler,
old,
bro.
That was
that was
filler?
some jive,
Yeah.
bro. Somebody sold him a bag of snake oil, man.